from Bel Air, Florida, it's live third-round coverage of the ANNIKA, driven by Gainbridge, at Pelican. Just one tournament to go in the regular season, and this is the one. And here we are on the western Gulf Coast of Tampa. In Bel Air, the air is beautiful and thick with anticipation as we bring you the weekend. Let's show you some of the highlights from earlier. Grant and Morgan, and here is Brooke Matthews trying to move into the top 60. That was at the 12th, her 8th birdie of the day. As it stands now, she would go from 62nd into the top 60. Lynn Grant, her second at 5. Inspired by Tom's criticism of her putting earlier in the week. Just stiffs it. That would take her into a tie for the lead with Grace Kim. And then at the 6th, this to take the lead outright. But Grace would have something to say. It always does. To tie, maybe. Yes! Got to be her greatest putt of the year right there. And spot next week at the CME Group Tour Championship. Some just trying to keep their cards. And this is how the leaderboard looks. Grace Kim and Lynn Grant tied at the top. Gabby Lopez has made a nice push over the last couple of days. Here's Nelly.
This is one of those shots, Grant, where you just have to stand up there and you have to really commit to your target and just pull off a good shot, because the bail left is no bargain. It's a very small area on the back right of this green, only about 10 yards wide and 10 paces deep for you to land it. Very small area of the green where the hole is situated today.
60 bubble. Cassie Porter, the rookie from Australia. This is for birdie at the 15th. That's a big one for Cassie.
She admitted to thinking about it earlier this week. Would love no. So, me personally, Karen, I don't know how you would feel in this situation, but I would prefer a chip here. Bounce it into that upslope, take the fringe completely out of play. I think it's more easier to judge.
I agree with that. You have to make sure you give it enough, and this is great. I mean, she's still going to have a testy putt coming back, but you had to make sure you got it up there to that flag.
Here's Lynn.
She would have learned from watching Jennifer's putt exactly how hard to hit this on a very similar line.
That was really well judged for speed. We've seen a lot of players make a mess of that shot right there, and both Jennifer and Lynn managed it very well.
Birdie and a bogey for Nelly today. Even par, 6 under for the tournament.
She was pretty flawless with her ball striking yesterday.
Great round for Brooke Matthews. She is 7 under today. Kim for par.
Oh, that was just...
Is par putt for Kupcho.
There shouldn't be too much in this in terms of break.
Saw it with Nelly, saw it with Gabby. Just can't be aggressive.
It's nearly impossible to have an uphill putt on that 9th hole. You have to...
Tour 5 top 10s. Here is a birdie putt for Brooke Matthews. This would be a big bounce back.
Yeah, it'd be a nice bounce back up the hill. And just not quite able to make the birdie, but she is going to make a rare par today. There have not been many on the scorecard.
3, I think.
It's only her 3rd par of the day. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, the double came from hitting it in the wall. 11th, get into a share of 6th.
Yeah, this should fall a little bit towards the front of the green to her right.
Madsen. This is for birdie at 17.
Yeah, all three of these players in this group have had a pretty good day today. That makes it a little bit better.
Nana 5 under on a round. Last group at the ninth. First putt for birdie, Grace Kim.
And this is pretty slippery downhill. Should move right. I mean, that's just such a tough read.
Birdie chances coming up for Kupcho and Lynn Grant in a moment. Another player making a move to try to get into the top 100 is Japan's Yuna Nishimura. This is at the 12th. That's a big one. Moves to 7.
Movement to it than Jennifer's did, but still uphill. Well read.
She says she hit it about as well yesterday as Thursday, but just more putts dropped.
Yeah, that was a really good, confident stroke right there. You could tell with Lynn when you can tell with most players when they're really confident.
Hey, here's Charlie. She had the lead after round one. She made a triple bogey at the 6th. Has bounced back with a couple of birdies. Tied for 12th at the moment.
Like a big full swing, trying to generate as much spin as possible here.
One of the very best hitters in the game. Just a moment ago at the par 3 15th, Korea's Ina Yoon. You see, she's got a lot to play for. 63rd coming in. Charlie Hall, good tee shot at the 12th. This for birdie to go to -8. The groans from the Lightning Lounge. Trying to help that one in. Outstanding approach from Hae-Dan Yu at a tough hole location at the 10th. This for birdie. Is to get back all 3 of the shots that she dropped at 6 in a hurry.
Yeah, just staying mentally tough, not giving up. The way the golf course is set up today, the players know that there are birdie opportunities out there. You just have to go find them, make putts just like that.
Remember her bounce back from a brutal Saturday last year in Boston?
This group, all of their ball striking has been pretty top-notch this week. And all 3 seem to have found a little something on these greens as well.
Okay, Kupcho to 11 under.
It actually looked like it hopped a little bit off of her putter face, but still managed to.
And Lynn Grant next.
Didn't see a large amount of break in this. I think you're trying to find a little something because it really does affect how the ball, whether it will drip in or just catch a lip, as we've seen so many players do this week already. Even though you're putting a little bit back uphill, Morgan, sorry, that you still have to keep the pace up here.
Yeah, she had a beautiful stroke in the last one. Good, confident pace. That was odd. Jennifer's almost went a little bit to the right. Lynn's putter came up and out of it to the right a little bit quickly. Almost hooked that putt a touch.
Right, here's Esther Henselite. This for birdie at the 12th.
Like a ton of break on this. Keep the speed up.
Well, this is promising. This is in for Esther Henselite. A lot of people liked her chances going into the weekend. And even with that double bogey at the 8th, Henselite, but this is for par and a 63, Tom.
Yeah, is this for her career low? Going to be a little bit of right to left in this one. Just got to get the pace right here. No, shame, real shame. That's a double bogey at 16 and it's going to be a bogey at 18. Maybe feeling the pressure coming down those last few holes. There were some TV cameras that came out. Obviously I came out to commentate, so she knew that she was right there. And game certainly has changed over these last 3 holes. It's a shame.
It's just, it takes a player out of their kind of element, out of their comfort zone when you are that far under par. You know what could potentially be possible, and just some habits start to creep in. It's just very natural.
Back in with Charlie Hull. This is her birdie attempt at 13. Hang on now, Charlie. She's tied for 6th place. Had a win 2 months ago in Sydney. Give herself a good shot tomorrow to win for a 4th time here in the last 5 years.
Just needs to do her best to try and keep the ball below the hole. I feel like a lot of what we've seen of Nelly today has been being forced to putt tentatively from above the hole. Just like here.
As always, lots of folks out there cheering for Nelly, lots of youngsters. She loves to get things going. Now, this is Hedgen Choi in a bit of a struggle today in what's been another terrific season for her at the 16th. Yeah, Hedgen Choi, the long one at the 16th. While we have a moment, down we go to Tom Abbott. Gusa, you see 64th in the race to the CME Globe. That will help. 4 under on a round today. Make it 5 under. And projected.
And then we'll be able to watch this, how this one rolls in terms of the speed for sure. It is uphill all the way to the hole.
She's 3rd in the field this week so far, Karen, in putting. This for 3 in a row.
You have to think that when she plays this golf course and all the slopes and undulations on these greens, that she can really go back to winning the Augusta National Women's Amateur Championship. So she knows what this putt will do, uphill. It's a good flow to that stroke.
That was a good looking roll there, Karen. Gave it a little bit more speed. Definitely learned.
It's uphill though, so she can be aggressive if she wants to. Oh, she's been a bit unlucky with some of these putts.
How about those last 2 holes, those last 2 putts, Karen? It's almost, it becomes a little bit mental when you start to miss.
We're seeing where players are in the race to the CME Globe. It's the final big field event, as we said, and Yuna Nishimura of Japan in her 3rd season kept her card the first 2 years, but has to have a great finish today and Sunday, and this is what she has needed. Take a look at how she's done on the par 3s. 3 birdies, that moves her to 8 under.
Or if you were going to hit this right to the flag. Finally.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, the reaction.
a little bit of a longer putt there, able to be a little bit more free in her stroke. That ended up working out very nice.
She doesn't have to deal with that mound as much with this one. There's less of that ridge that's going to come into play. You can see much more of the green from here.
She doesn't miss too many greens, but scrambling is one of her worst stats.
She'll stay 10 under. Now here is Natalia Gusa at the 18th.
Move this tee up on 18 today. That back right hole location.
Making a tough hole look easy, and it has not been the day that Rose Zhang was hoping for. Derailed by a triple bogey at the 5th. This is at 16. And she has bounced back.
She's just kind of struggling to get real momentum going this season, and just needs a fast finish here to put herself within striking distance. It'll be interesting to see how they set up the golf course tomorrow. They definitely set up moving.
Day. It's been done a couple of times. Here's Kupcho for birdie.
And the good news is that she does have an uphill putt now.
Five-two. Just a tap in here for Natalia Gusa. She is so talented. Arsenal with every weapon you would need. And how about these last 10 holes? Count them up. 7 birdies and a 63. That is the best round of the day. And now Grace for back-to-back birdies.
And this one's uphill too. And but it's off that length where she's had a couple of painful lip outs today. Not this time.
She really needed that one, Karen. I know she made that one on the previous hole, but needed to see one of that length go in for her confidence.
Hate on you, though, up at the 15th. Try to start another birdie streak.
Just falling to her left gently the whole way.
Well, this round could have gotten away from Hate on you, but has rebounded. And now Lynn.
I think from this part of the green, there's just a hint of movement to the right.
Well, this is brilliant. 63 yesterday. She's now 5 under today.
Good look here. That second shot was just beautiful, getting in tight to give herself a really good look. Nelly Korda missed her birdie putt. That putter for Nelly has seemingly gone cold today, having been red hot yesterday. So
it is, and I didn't see a huge amount of break here on this putt. Grace Kim missed the green left and has chipped up past the hole.
Lee tied for 5th. This at 17 for birdie.
Oh, such a fast putt. Look at how far by that just went, Grant. You could see how...
Same rhythm in her putting stroke as she has in her full swing.
Oh, that looked tentative, Karen. That was the first tentative putt that we've seen her make in a little while. Didn't look comfortable with that read.
Very similar line to Kupcho's. I would say maybe just split the right edge.
All right, so Grace with the 2 straight birdies, and then that one curls in. Nelly Korda. This for birdie at the 16th.
I feel like this has to go in right here.
It does, and so Nelly moves it to 8 under. She is at 16.
Playing a decent amount of break here, looking to drop this in on the high left side, the edge of the cup, like that.
Wow. This scorecard's incredible. A triple bogey at the 6th, but since then, 7 birdies. Pro-Am on Wednesday, but has this for par to give herself an outside chance, puncher's chance tomorrow. She knows better than anyone. Anything can happen.
You've really got to make a good assessment as to how quickly you can get this ball up over that front lip and how much of the water you want to take on.
Fabulous shot out of this bunker yesterday. Nearly a kick in.
She's taking
birdie.
it all on.
Excuse me, in the first round.
So you do have to be aware of that.
Kim, and she'll have another chance. First, Lynn Grant.
And this one's got some right movement in it.
play that high enough. That's where if you're missing or tending to hit your putts.
Between you and the hole that you want this ball to roll over, and almost imagine that the hole is about a foot closer to you than it actually is. That's well done.
We talked about it, Karen. She really needed to reset there, standing in that third.
Lee for a closing birdie.
Decent amount of break to her left here. Keep the speed up, putting back up the hill.
Top 60 come tomorrow. We'll play next week. 17, Hayden Hughes third.
Was going to that bunker finished where she was chipping from, and that was a little untidy, but I think she
Front. We saw it catch out Charlie Hull yesterday.
Long birdie putt for Nelly Korda at 17. Won't take a long stroke.
Yeah, and
though.
downhill, down grain. This goes in, it'll be a real Brucey bonus. Looks good.
Nelly, look out now. To 9 under.
Yeah, Morgan talked about her scrambling not being the best part of her game, and you could tell with that one not having as much confidence because she played the safe shot to go past the hole, but now she's left herself a very tricky putt back down the green. You just have to be very careful when you're above the hole on this golf course.
Statistically speaking, Tom, you have someone who's first in total driving and second in greens in regulation. The scrambling stat isn't put to test all that often.
Yeah, and she's been very good tee to green this week, certainly coming into the round today.
So 5 straight birdies.
We've been saying it all week. If you're above the hole here, you're going to have a quick putt. So this one's going to be quick. But I do like how she's no nonsense, Morgan. She just gets into it and just hits the putt.
Just easy, so easy to be tentative, Karen, when you're above this hole.
Still makes it tricky.
So you're trying to reset, pick that exact line. It's not too dissimilar to the putt that she had on the previous hole. Missed it low. Just not a good stroke there, Karen. Didn't look really settled over that one.
No, the left to right putts, I think, a little bit more difficult for Lynn. Just the way she naturally addresses the putts and always seems to be a little bit open, and so not really a surprise. Very simple putt.
Almost had a 2. She'll settle for a 3. And Jennifer Kupcho within 1.
Just hurting off the left side. Gonna try and
Nelly
cut
waiting.
one in there. There was a lot of club, and is that over the back? It's tough to tell from down in the fairway.
Proper side.
Settles in on towards the back of the green, getting a little bit closer. Going to be a quick putt.
Korda for birdie at 18.
Yeah, down the green here, but I feel like she might fancy this one. The putter is starting to work. Just got to get this on line, and it'll make it all the way to the hole. It wasn't far away, was it?
Wow.
So quick from above the hole. Definitely felt good about that read because she gave it a good run. As Tom said, very close to catching that low edge here.
So many good memories for her on this 18th. Want a playoff here in 2021 with Lexi and Seyoung Kim and Lydia.
Make this one, make a 4, and then think about a low number tomorrow as she chases down the top of the leaderboard. They've got one of those old leaderboards on the other side of the water here, the manual scoreboard. So little nod to the tradition of the game, and Nelly's name is kind of midway through that leaderboard, but of course Lynn Grant at the top, and she will know what she needs to do tomorrow, but has to knock this in for a 4 here, and that is such a shame to throw a shot away there, Morgan.
Well, it's like she was set up left the whole way. A good look from down the line, just a little bit too aggressive with that first putt, and very costly.
She's never come from more than 2 back entering the final round. She'll be, at the moment, she's going to be 6 back. Let's see what Grant and Kupcho do here. It's a round of honorary member.
Okay,
Par putt here for
nicely done.
Gabby. So she walks away with a 4, Nelly with a 5. And there's Gabby with a chance at her first win since 2022. Their final group.
Grace is a 5-iron out. Admitted yesterday that this is quite a scary approach. It's just one of those ones, Morgan, you just have to stand up to and just hit a shot.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky there. Leaves it in that middle mogul on this green. It just sits at such an odd.
And I like the right side of this fairway for that right flag. It allows you to really attack it almost. And from this yardage, I think she can be quite aggressive.
Ideally, you're looking 10 feet left of the flag here. Just like that.
There really isn't a bailout, is there, Morgan? This way you just have to stand up and hit the shot.
Yeah, any bail, it leaves you with nearly an impossible shot. If anybody can pull it off, though, it's Lynn.
This one's drawing, though, away from the hole.
Yeah, still another excellent iron shot.
Off there in the distance, and Grace Kim for birdie.
Yeah, just trying to coax this one down over that mogul that's in the green.
It's one of the best putts we've seen, Karen, from that position. It's not easy.
Oh, she's quite close to the edge of that downslope as well that Grace had to negotiate.
Similar putt to what we just saw Nelly 3 putts.
More cautious.
Great touch.
So 63 yesterday, and this tap in for a bogey-free 65. Will she have the lead outright? Will she share it with Jennifer Kupcho?
Slowly down towards the hole, so she knows she barely has to hit this one.
Not playing a lot of break here.
She knew it right away. But still, for Kupcho, it's going to be a par. There have been a lot of great moments in 2025. Karen, I'm not sure there's been a more defining one than what Grace Kim did at Evian.
No, and I think everybody was just in awe of how she handled that playoff and just really taking care of business.
Karen, I don't know if anybody's had more lip outs this week than Grace Kim.
That's so brutal.
She had quite a few today as well. She fought middle of the round. That's going to sting, though.
Tap in for par for Kupcho. So they'll be joined by Gusa in the final group tomorrow. Gusa shot 63, low round of the day. Lynn Grant was watching. No. Lynn's had a few that have grazed the cup as well. So this is how it looks through 54, 18 holes tomorrow.